Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show here on Main Street TV, where it is a beautiful Wednesday out in southern Ohio. It's going to be a hot one today, so get prepared for that. And make sure you take care of all your friends and your neighbors and your dogs and your cats and horses and critters and all the people and stuff and things. But we do have our friends from Wilkesville here today to talk about something very exciting coming up, which is the fish fry. So welcome.
Thank you.
Of course. Can you all tell everybody who you are? Mayor Matt?
Yeah, I'm Matt Smith. I'm the mayor of Wilkesville, and I'm also a firefighter for the volunteer fire department. So we're talking about both things today.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Emily, and I am on the Wilkesville Fire Department, and I am also on the Village Council of Wilkesville.
Hi everyone, I'm Summer Dickerson, and I'm your 2025 Wilkesville Fire Department Queen.
Yay! So we have royalty and firefighters, all kind of fun stuff in here today. And the mayor. My gosh, I feel so privileged. Well, I'll tell you what, we are going to be talking about Wilkesville. We're going to be talking about the fire department and also the fish fry that's coming up. And but first we have a message, and then we'll be back and find out all of the fun stuff that's coming up there in Wilkesville.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
All right, and we are back with our friends from Wilkesville. And, let's talk about the Wilkesville fire, or the fish fry, I guess, first off. And I can remember being little and hearing about the, Wilkesville fish fry. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, so this is our 68th year. It would be our 69th year, but we had a COVID year.
Oh, of course.
So it is our 68th year of the Wilkesville annual fish fry.
How did it, why did it get started? Was it just a community event, or?
So it was to raise funds for the fire department. When the fire department first got established, there was no kind of state funding, no kind of funding for going on fire runs, and some guys got together, started a fire department because there had been a barn fire, and went forward from there. And they needed to raise funds to work on getting actual fire trucks and equipment, and that's what they did.
All right, and they established a queen along the way, right, Summer?
Yeah, this is our 4th year having a queen.
That is so cool. And we'll find out about all she's been up to here in just a moment. So, Mayor Matt, tell us a little bit about Wilkesville.
Okay, Wilkesville's a small town. It's very nice. I'm honored to be the mayor, obviously. There's a lot of history in Wilkesville, the Underground Railroad and Morgan's Raid. That's the spot where they camped, one of the last resorts. Yep.
Okay.
We don't really have a whole lot now because, when the coal mines went out, it's just one of the small towns. But we're still there, and we're thriving, and we're happy to be there. We have a really good community. We pull together when it's needed, and I'm proud to say I'm from Wilkesville. And we have a really good village council. Emily's on our council, along with 5 others, and we have a really good council. So
very good. And so tell everyone, if they're sitting there thinking, okay, I just heard the word fish fry, and that sounds amazing. How do you get to Wilkesville?
Well, if you're coming from Jackson, you can take State Route 32 on down to 160, or you can cut across 124 from Wellston, and then bring you right into Wilkesville, where 124 and 160 overlap.
So, and that is, if you're going toward Athens, you would turn right
on 160,
on 160, yep. And then follow that. You see the big, huge power plant thing, right?
Yep.
That's where that is, isn't it?
Yep.
Where they built the huge power plant thing.
Right outside the village.
Okay. Which, by the way, looks like something from outer space. So that's worth a visit just to see that.
I think it looks like the Rebel base from Star Wars.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it does. It looks
yeah.
like something from outer space. Yeah, I agree with you. It is really wild. Okay, so the fish fry. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect if we head to the fish fry and why it's important for people to come and support it.
Well, I want to mention this year they're actually doing a ribbon cutting for our park. It's been renovated, and that was possible through the county commissioner's office and the developmental board and the county health department, Vinton County. So you got Rachel and Terry and the commissioners. And a big advocate for it was our president pro temp of council, Samantha Mahan. She's really helped out a bunch with that. We're very excited. We got some new equipment. We renovated some old equipment, and we're going to have a ribbon cutting at the start of the fish fry at 11 a.m. So that's something
awesome.
we're very excited about. So
I'm so glad that you brought that up because these parks and playgrounds are so very important for communities, and it gives the kids something to do, something to look forward to, and they can socialize during the summer when they might not be in school, and it's just but let's just be honest, probably the playground equipment that we grew up on wasn't nearly as safe as I think back, we've talked about it here, about all of the crazy stuff that we used to play on and how we all survived it. I will never know.
The 2-story high metal slides that gave us blisters.
That your skin literally melted off when you got. That's if you made it to the top and didn't fall off the ladder. And then I went to Kennison Elementary, and we had these. How like gymnasts have like the parallel bars?
Yeah.
Like we had those, but they were like metal, and we used to flip on the concrete and fall off of them and jump out of swings. And anywho, things are much safer now, so that's a good thing.
Yes.
We're very proud of it.
So tell us, what are some of the fun things that are at the playground?
Well, it actually isn't completely renovated, but we have a second play structure when we used to have one.
Okay.
We have a basketball court that's actually striped, so the kids in the community that play basketball can actually come and practice as you would on a real court.
Yeah.
We're getting a merry-go-round thing. I don't really know how to describe it, but you sit on it, spin around. That's something new. That's pretty cool. Bike rack. What else?
We replaced all of the swings.
Oh yeah.
We fixed a couple of the slides on our old playground structure, and we were able to sand and paint all of the structures that we previously had. So everything looks good and cohesive. It's very beautiful, and I've taken my kids to play kind of a sneak peek. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We also have baby swings on the new swings, which is something we didn't have before.
Fun. See, again, talking about safety,
And my son, he loves it. And also, the health department bought that bike rack and supplied that, and we have 3 picnic tables that are really nice and new, like you would see outside, that are mesh metal.
Yeah, for sure.
The health department paid for those also.
Awesome.
So it's just an overhaul of the whole park. And so at the beginning of the fish fry, we're going to be celebrating that along with our 68th annual fish fry.
Love that. And is the fish fry in the park?
So it's our town square. The village is kind of set up like a medieval village. It has this giant square in the center.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. And so it's right in the middle of the town square, and at our 2 picnic shelters, that is where we will be having our fish fry. The fish fry is in the first one. The back one is where we have bingo. Bingo is only 25 cents a game. It's a lot of fun. We use corn for the pieces on the cards. It's so much fun. They've been doing it the same way since 1956.
That is awesome.
And they actually still use the same bingo machine that they used from 1956. It is so retro and so cool. So, and then we have a classic car show. We have cars. The gear grinders here in Jackson put that on for us. Yeah, so it's fantastic. We do a queen's pick.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I am really excited.
So the queens get to pick a car. So they get to pick one of the winners.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we have fish. Our oldest member on our fire department, I believe Ray is 93.
I'm not sure, but yeah,
I believe he's
the oldest
93,
member.
and he has been doing. This will be his 49th fish fry, I believe.
Wow.
So, and he's still there. He's helping us, and he thaws out fish. He'll be there Thursday night thawing out fish, and continue to prepare to get ready until Saturday. So if you come out, make sure you say hi to Ray, because he will be there all day.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Super incredible. So tell us about the fish fry itself. So we're going to start off, fairly early and kind of go through, what'd you say, about 4 o'clock or so?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So tell us about, like, when you come, what happens?
So mostly you just come and get fish. A lot of people in our community, and you play bingo. Most years we have bounce houses for kids. I know this year we have someone coming to do balloon animals. And we just
Fun.
kind of have some people come and set up tents, and we have some vendors and things. If you want to be a vendor, just come and set up. It costs $10. You can pay us that day. We also need volunteers. If anybody wants to come volunteer, so just show up at 10 o'clock on Saturday. We'll take you. You can come help us. And you come and get your fish sandwich. The best part about the fish fry, because we've had it so long, and it's always been the last Saturday in July, is that people use it for their family reunion. It is more than just a community event raising money for the fire department. It's families that get together that don't see each other very often, coming down, eating fish, or hot dogs. We don't just have fish, or sloppy joes.
So you have other things
Yes.
too. Okay.
And sitting down and enjoying a meal, helping our fire department, and enjoying each other's company.
So it's win-win for everyone,
Yes.
it sounds
Yep.
like. It's just I don't know. I use these as like Hallmark movie moments where, you get like small communities together and everybody comes out and it's
Yes.
like just so amazing.
Yes, and people sit there all day.
Well, this year, come out to the ribbon cutting.
Yes.
We're going to honor a couple people, and we're going to have a lot there. Everyone that's helped fund it. And then get you a sandwich and go play on the new play structures and the new equipment.
That's right.
With a balloon animal in your hand.
Yeah, there
Exactly.
you
You
go.
can't beat it.
I like how this is going. So tell us if you're like, I know fish fry and I know that's cool, but I don't really like fish. You mentioned there will be some other food as well.
So we have desserts. We have every kind of salad you can think of, like potato salad, coleslaw, macaroni salad for sides, and big beans for sides. But we also have hot dogs, and then we have sauce for the hot dogs, and we have sloppy joes. So there's options for other people if that's not what they're into. If they're not into fish, we have those other options.
Okay, very good. So you have no excuse not to come out. So Summer, let's talk about you for a moment. And when were you crowned queen of? Is it the fire department queen? Is that what you said?
Yes, it
okay,
is.
very cool. So how did that come to be?
So I got crowned last Sunday. And
Oh, so you're new.
yeah, I am.
2 weeks.
Has it?
Yeah, you were at a luncheon this past Sunday.
Well, yeah, I know. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Time flies when you're having
Yeah.
fun,
Yeah.
right?
So, and since then, I went to the Vinton County Queen's Luncheon, and I mentioned about the fish fry there and told everybody to come out if they could and come join in and have fun.
Very good. And so you will be representing, the village of Wilkesville throughout the year. So what will be some of the things that you get to do, and what are you looking forward to?
So my parents have already told me that I get to ride on top of their car for parades. They will have stamps on the side talking about Wilkesville.
She will attend a lot of local festivals.
Yeah.
Sure.
And she can travel as far as she wants. I will say that our queens do not have any required traveling except to be at the 4th of July parade in Wilkesville, but they have a lot of required community service.
So you got to work this thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And I already know that I'm going to the Marion Popcorn Luncheon.
So as far as community service goes, the Wilkesville Bean Dinner is also really old. I'm not sure on the years on that one, but when the soldiers came back from the Civil War, they celebrated with a big bean dinner, the families. And so it's been continued since then, and that's at the American Legion in Wilkesville the first Saturday in September. So she will be volunteering there. She's going to be getting into the dunk booth.
I had to do that once. Let me just tell you, it's as sucky as what you think it's going to be.
And when we do our trick or treat in Wilkesville, our queens judge our costume contest,
Oh,
and
fun.
they help pass out hot dogs. Because our fire department does hot dogs every year for everybody that's trick or treating, and she'll help pass out candy. And then she'll help with the Easter egg hunt that we have in the village. And this year we're thinking about turning that into a touch-a-truck and not just having, because we bring our fire trucks down anyway.
Listen, those events are like kid heaven.
Yes. And so
And adult heaven. We just don't want to pretend like, we just don't want anyone to know that we're really excited about it.
So we have a lot of community service scheduled, and we're going to do a food drive because our blessing boxes in Wilkesville hasn't been as full lately, and
Okay.
we're going to be working on that.
All right, so you have some major stuff to do.
Yeah.
And then, do you have a court as well, or?
I do. I have 3 under me. I have my congeniality, my little miss, and then
You're a junior miss.
junior miss.
Okay, very good. So you're the senior queen though. We're gonna. I hate saying big queen because it makes it sound bad.
That's what they call them, bigs and
Yeah,
littles.
bigs and littles.
Yes.
So, well, let's talk about the fire department for a minute and what you all get into, because I'd say that people have no idea how many calls you go on and what you're responsible for.
It varies. The volume of calls. It could be 5 a month. Could be 9.
Are you volunteer?
Yes.
We both are volunteer.
Yep.
On average, I would say Wilkesville averages between 25 and 60 calls a year.
Yeah.
Some of those are mutual aid, where we provide aid to another department.
Sure.
The biggest fire that we've had this past year was at the power plant that you were talking about earlier, and that was in September. That was a
big one.
16-hour night.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a big deal.
It was a big deal. We had 22 fire departments respond.
And we're very grateful.
Very grateful for the support from the EMA, not just our county, but Athens and Gallia, and I believe Jackson. Very grateful for so much of the help that we got. It was a horrendous event with nobody getting hurt, which
Yeah.
is a really big
Huge.
deal. Yes.
I mean, that is incredible, especially when you're talking about a power plant. You're talking about all the electricity and all of this stuff. And I think a lot of people don't understand, when you said the mutual aid, that, we've had like the Jackson Fire Department come in here and talk about, fireworks and things like that. Well, if our fire department is out somewhere, someone's covering our fire department. And so fire departments have to watch each other's backs constantly. And I think that's like something that people don't understand.
And there's also just help. The last fire that we had, Hamden and Wellston responded with us. So we're all there together responding.
Yeah.
A lot of
Sure.
times Salem Center and Vinton or Scipio will also respond. So it just depends on what's going on.
Yeah.
Where it's at.
Yes, and where it's at. And recently, the Hotel MacArthur, we were able to help respond with that with our tanker, and we were able to help keep the tankers full and keep that rolling. So it's just about responding.
Everybody's got to work together, and it's like this behind the scenes fine oiled machine that I don't know how y'all do it, but it happens. So we are grateful to you, and especially being a volunteer fire department. It's pretty incredible that you all do that. So, okay. So what would you like people to know about Wilkesville as the queen?
Wilkesville is definitely a great village. Everybody in there is super duper supportive, and just come out to everything that we do. We have so much fun with it, and I would love to see everybody there if I could.
Here you go. And what will you be doing at the fish fry?
So I will be handing out sandwiches. I will be helping out with the bingo, and will I be helping out with the cutting, or?
That's up to Matt. I'm not sure.
We'll see.
You could at least
Okay.
be
Yeah.
standing up there
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say no.
Yeah. And then she'll definitely be picking out a car at the car show.
Yeah, I will.
That's fun.
It's gonna be a long line up there. We got so many people that's helped out with it. So
Yeah.
That is awesome. And, you know, so just come out. It's going to be an amazing day, and it starts all with that ribbon cutting at 11
Yes, 11 a.m.
You can check out the new playground. You can even go down the slide. We'll even let the adults do it if you can fit.
You can fit.
I love that. That is so awesome. Well, I think the queen has to go down it for sure.
Yeah, that seems fair.
I think it's true.
I think that she has to try out all the equipment
Yes.
and let us know what she thinks. Is it queen approved? Very good. Well, I'll tell you what, I do want to thank you all for stopping by. Is there anything else you wanted to tell us or our viewers while you're here?
I do want to say that our fire chief, Betty, was not able to be here today because she recently had a baby.
Congrats! How exciting.
Other than that, I think that's it. Just come and see us on Saturday.
Yeah, we'd appreciate the support. So
That's right. Get on out to Wilkesville for a fun day and show them some support and some love and help out the fire department. See the car show. Play some bingo with
Yes.
corn.
With corn.
Yeah.
It's 25 cents. I mean, who doesn't want to pay bingo for 25 cents?
I mean, bingo's so fun.
It is.
Everybody likes to play bingo. So there you go. And get some great fish sandwiches, some sloppy joes, hot dogs, sides, whatever you want. All right. Cool. Well, I'll tell you what. Thank you for coming, and thank you for all that you do for the community as
thank
well.
you for having us. We appreciate it.
And you
Thank
have a
you.
blast this year.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, take it all in, have fun with it. All right, well, I'll tell you what, waiting in the wings is one of our local most talented folks, and that is Charlie Manring, and he so kindly brought his guitar. So we're going to be talking with Charlie here in just a moment, and also we might be seeing if he'll pick us a tune or two. So we'll be right back after this.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Saturday, August 16th is Southern Rock Woodstock in the Gallipolis Fairgrounds. This event will feature 3 decades of original artists and legends, such as Leonard Skinner, 38 Special, and Molly Hatchet. In light of this event, Total Media will be giving away 4 VIP tickets. For a chance to win these exclusive passes, comment your favorite Southern Rock song, and our staff will vote on which one is the best. Good luck, and may the best man rock out.
All right, and we are back with our good friend Charlie Manring, and the conversations we have off the air, I wish we could have on the air, but we can't.
Yeah.
So here you are.
This chair is sinking.
I know.
It's sinking bad. I'm looking at the TV here.
Yeah, you just
I look
keep
like
sinking.
I'm about a foot shorter than you are.
Maybe we should get him a new chair, Adrian. Let's switch chairs out because that one's, I think, bit the bullet. It's like an office chair, so it just goes this way.
Been through several of those at work. After so long, they just wear out.
Yep. Yeah, you could just bring him any chair.
Yeah.
Bring a chair, any chair. We don't care. Oh, he's gonna bring you like a nice one.
I'll take it.
Dang, you get arms and everything.
Perfect.
Look at us go. It's a high budget operation.
You guys got your stuff together here. All right, there we
that's
go.
Right. Okay, now that's better.
That looks better.
It looks like you even you could play you could steer that
Oh
thing or
yeah,
something.
absolutely.
Cheryl, I think we may need to put in for a new chair.
I think we need to retire that one.
Yeah, definitely.
2026 budget.
Yeah.
One new chair.
That's it. We don't ask for much here.
Yeah.
Just a chair where guests don't fall on the floor.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Hey, welcome to the show. It's so fun to have you here. And, so tell everybody a little bit about yourself if they don't know you. I think everybody does, but.
I've been playing music around local here for 22 years. I started out playing a bunch in Waverly and that area, and then I ended up paying a cousin of mine. He started booking me, and I was playing literally everywhere. And then I was kind of forced to grow up and ended up getting married and had a couple kids. And then the music playing on the weekends slowed way down. But
life gets in the way, doesn't it? Yeah.
Now the kids are getting older, and I've started picking up playing a lot more here recently. Luckily, I've got a wife that allows me I call her and tell her where I'm at this weekend, and then we go with it. So
that's awesome.
Plus, it's extra income.
There you go.
You know,
I'm sure that the money's nice sometimes.
It's nice to having it. Normally, it happens right when you need it the most, and that works out real well. So.
Good deal. Well, how did you get started? Did you grow up in Wellston?
Yeah, been there my whole life.
Yep. And how did you get started? I mean, everybody knows the Manring family has this music gene that flows throughout you. You hear a lot of Manrings playing music, but how did you get started?
My grandpa, which would be my dad's dad, when I was a kid, he would come down to our house religiously on the weekends, and he would play our piano in our living room. And he was just amazing at piano, and then he could play guitar, he could play the violin, and he was just so good at all of it. And I was probably 12 or 13 years old, and I was going to 4-H camp every year out at Cantor's Cave.
Yeah.
And a ton of those guys out there all played music, and I'm like, I want to do that.
I need this in my life.
I really want to do that. You know, the girls are all looking at them. I want them to look at me. So,
hey, that's fair motivation.
Hey, it is.
You're admitting it. I love that.
It is. So I went home and I had actually one of my grandpa's guitars in a case. I asked my dad, I'm like, can we get some new strings put on this so I can try to figure it out? And I don't take it for granted the fact that I was able just to pick it up and just go for it. I didn't have any lessons. I just taught myself.
I'm telling you, it's in the genes.
It's the Manring family. There's so many musicians in my family. It's crazy.
It is.
But
did your dad play?
My dad I remember years ago he would sit down and he would chord a couple chords on a guitar, but he never got into it.
Wasn't his thing, yeah.
But my Uncle Roger sang for Tallahassee Freight Band for several years, and then his son's a drummer. And there's just my cousin Bird. He's a musician that plays literally everywhere. His son's a musician that plays all over the place. Yep. There's a bunch of us.
So it was just there.
Yep.
So you literally picked up a guitar and just started messing around with it.
Yep. I watched a couple guys. Like I said, I was at 4-H camp there for several years. And one year I watched them guys, and the chords they were playing looked like it wasn't that difficult. And I got lucky. I was able to just pick it up on my own and go with it.
So what's the first song you learned to play?
Oh my goodness. I don't even know I don't even remember the name of the band, but it used to play, I remember it played on 96.7 all the time. It was Kiss Me, like in all the teen movies. Do you remember that song? It's like a real cheesy 4-chord progression, and I watched these couple guys play it, and I'm like, I can do that. So I decided to try it, and that was the first song I learned. It's not Smoke on the Water like every other musician tells you.
It wasn't Freebird.
No,
it wasn't.
No.
He's playing a little teeny bopper music.
Yeah, I was playing a corny teen early 2000s song. That was the first one I picked up on.
That's great. So what kind of music do you typically play?
Well, years ago when I was younger, I never left like the 90s alternative, the early 90s alternative and 2000s, all of that music.
Sure.
And when I met my wife, and then I ended up being around her family a lot, they all listened to like the 60s and 70s country.
Yes.
And then I fell in love with that genre too.
Oh, classic country's
Then I switched over to 90s country because I love it. So
which now is classic country, by the way,
it is to a lot of people. And when you're playing, in bars around town, I had to face the fact that these crowds coming out now are a tad bit younger than I am. And I'm playing
it's a little humbling, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm playing what a lot of them would consider classic music. And to me, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago.
I know. I think about, when I was in high school, it was the Clint Blacks and Alan Jacksons and Garth Brooks and, George Strait and all of those. And now that's classic.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
is.
oh my gosh.
It is.
Crazy stuff. But I also love the classic music, country as well. It doesn't get much better than that.
No, I'm a big Merle Haggard fan. I listen to a ton of that. Any of the 60s and 70s country, I can sit down and listen to all of it.
All of it. Why? So I try to answer this question for myself, and the only thing I can think of is that it's like more pure, and they tell a story, and you can understand it, and you can understand the words that are coming out of their mouths, and the music is pretty. What like draws you to the classic country?
Well, years ago, back in the 60s and 70s, you didn't have to be anything special to get a record deal. You had to show up with a guitar and play a song that the audience liked, and then they're ready to go. I mean, look at the scruffy old singers that we remember from the 60s and 70s, and look at what the singers look like now.
True.
I mean, it's a huge difference. And back then, I feel like they actually took raw talent, and those are the people that got famous.
You had to be able to play, and you had to be able to sing.
And write good songs.
And write good songs and entertain.
Yes.
Make people want to hear what you have to say.
They didn't care if you come out wearing a sleeveless flannel button-up shirt and a pair of jean shorts. They just, if you were the person they really liked from the beginning, that's what they wanted to see more of, and that's what I like about it.
Yep. So you mentioned Merle Haggard. Who are some of your other inspirations for your music?
Years ago, when I first started wanting to play all the time, I was a diehard Goo Goo Dolls, Matchbox 20, Dave Matthews Band, any of the 90s, that alternative scene. I was all about all that, and that's what I started playing for probably 8 years. That's all I played at every show. I didn't know any other type of song. I just played that type of music.
Yeah.
Counting Crows, I could name bands forever, but I played a ton of that stuff, and you had a crowd that liked it, and then you had a crowd that didn't, and then I eventually got to the point where I need to start playing a mix. Crowd. I got to play a mix that everybody would. So I ended up learning some country songs, and then I started to like them, and then I started going. So now I've got, I've probably got 6 or 7 different eras of music that I play now.
And it just blows my mind. And I don't know what it is about human nature, though, that you can remember songs and whatever. I can't remember what I had for breakfast, but, you can remember a song that you listened to in high school word for word. But how on earth, when you're performing, do you have to think about it, or does it just spew out of your body?
I will admit, at 41 years old, it's gotten a little bit worse. It's gotten a little bit worse these days. A long time ago, I could set up and play. I remember playing 4-hour, 5-hour shows and never playing the same song.
Yep.
And barely taking a break. Just playing till your fingers started to bleed because the calluses were starting to rip off. And, now I play a maximum of a 3-hour show, and I'll be setting up there and I'm like, what am I going to play next? And, I know I've got 100.
But you got to think about it.
Yeah, but you got to sit there and think about it. And some of the words, every now and then, I'll stumble on songs that I've played 500 times and never messed up. But it's just part of it.
Hey, but that's part of entertaining. You got to go with it,
Absolutely.
Right? So you take, I often laugh about this because you take like a Jimmy Buffett, for example, and that dude, you could go to a concert and he couldn't sing a lick. Really, he is okay. But you want to talk about an entertainer, but he just made up words as he went. You could just tell. Yeah. I'm like, that's not how that song goes at all. But if you didn't know, you would never know because he just made it up as he went.
Yeah. Well,
sometimes you have to do that.
Once you're to his point in life, you can pretty well
say whatever you want.
You can go up on stage and sing whatever you want.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I don't get embarrassed over pretty well anything. If I screw up when I'm in front of a bunch of people, I just tell them, oh, I screwed that up. Let me start over. So I'll start over and see if I can figure it out.
You got to laugh at yourself, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Life's too short.
Yeah.
So what are some of the favorite songs that you're singing today?
That's
in
funny.
General.
Last night I was over at my dad's house and my niece looked at me and she's like, what are you playing tomorrow? And I said, I don't know. And she's like, you're going to go in there and not know what you're going to play? I said, I'll probably not know what I'm going to play right before I play it. I don't think about it. One of my favorite songs probably ever playing is 3 a.m. by Matchbox 20.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites. But I never know what I'm going to play. I play whatever comes to me at that moment.
No, I think that makes it fun, right?
My set list always changes. I never play the same order of songs. I don't have a set list. I just get up there and I start thinking what's next, and then I go with it. Try to fill 3 hours.
You give me anxiety. No, but that's what makes you so special, you know, when people can think like that, and you're just entertaining and you're performing, and that's part of it.
That's the way I look at it. I'm there to do a job, and that's to keep the people that are out there having a good time for a few hours, and I do whatever I got to do to make that happen. There's been several. They call me the shirtless singer now. Most places I go, they've come up, and I don't know why they get enjoyment out of seeing a fat boy with his shirt off, but we've went through that just to get some laughs and giggles out of people out in the crowd and raise some money at benefits, you know.
Love that.
Whatever you got to do.
Exactly. So let's talk about that for a minute. And where are some of the places that you'll be playing here coming up, or where have you been playing, you know, recently?
I have been swamped this entire summer, and it kind of accidentally happened. I didn't plan for it. People started calling me, and I started getting booked places. I just played at a new place that I've never played before this past Saturday, and that was at the Waverly Eagles.
Okay.
And they had their member appreciation day down there, and I played for it, and it was a great time. There were so many people there. They were a great crowd. It was a good time. But I love playing at, you know, Rowdy's here in Jackson with Nathan, and I love playing in Wellston for Scotty. But there's so many good places here local that I just kind of go back and forth. The Legions, the VFWs.
Sure.
Whoever calls me, if I'm open, I normally don't have plans. So if they call me and say they want me to play, I'm normally there.
Do you is it just a dude and his guitar? Do you have a band that you play with?
Just me.
Just a dude and his guitar.
That's it.
Not that's your new theme.
Yeah, it should
just
be.
Just a dude and
his guitar. I need to have a sign made, put it up
minus the shirt.
Yeah, minus the shirt. A dude, shorts, and his guitar.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's awesome. So do you have any upcoming shows to plug while you're here?
So I'm made myself slow down here for August so we can get the camper out a couple times before the year's up.
Before the kids have to go back to school and all that stuff. Yeah,
but there is a benefit, and I was actually wanting to let everyone know on August 2nd, there'll be a benefit at the patio in Wellston for a buddy of mine who passed away, for Rogan Vickers. And I'll be playing music at that. Yeah. They're going to have a Jeep ride during the day. I think I'll probably start playing music there around 7 o'clock.
Okay.
But it'll be a very, very big crowd and a good time. So if you're not doing anything, come up and show some support. And they take the money that they raise from that, and it's for a scholarship that they pass out every year to a high school student.
That's amazing.
So it's a really good cause.
You know, it is. And if you don't know where the patio is, it's in the middle of Wellston.
Yeah.
You can't really miss it.
It's literally right behind the library. So if you know where the library is, right on the main stretch, it's right behind it. It's easy to get to.
You got it. And they have a really cool, the patio. They have a patio.
Yeah.
And no, it's really cool. And I think that'll be a great time and for a great cause.
Yeah, it will be. And like this weekend, I'm always off work this week. Fortunate enough to be able to come down here. I appreciate you guys asking me to do this.
Oh, we love having you.
But this is our 18th annual Berlin Bash this weekend. It started out as a family reunion between my family and my wife's family 18 years ago, sitting in a kitchen at the kitchen table saying we're going to have a party. And 18 years later, now we invite all of our closest friends and family, and we always have it the last Saturday, same as the fish fry, but we always have it the last Saturday every year. And it's just a big family and friend get together, and I'm always excited when this week rolls around. So
that's awesome.
We'll be playing a bunch of music down there.
I'll bet some other people will be playing some music too.
There'll be other people playing music too. Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Well, you did bring your guitar, so what are you going to play us today? He doesn't know yet.
My favorite comment to make is, if you have any requests, let me know. I'll gladly tell you I don't know it and play something totally different.
That's fair enough.
That's normally the way it goes anyway.
That's fair.
would pass me by, still won't turn away. All the dreams you never thought you'd lose, and getting lost along the way. Letters that you never meant to send, then getting tossed and thrown away. Now we're grown up orphans and I never knew their name. Don't belong to no one, that's a shame. You could hide beside me, maybe for a while. Now I won't tell no one your name. Now I won't tell them your name. Scars and souvenirs you never lose. Your past is never far. Did you get your chance to live out there? Did you get to be a star? Don't it make you sad to know that life is more than who we are? Grew up way too fast, and there was nothing to believe. Reruns all become a history. You could hide beside me, maybe for a while. Now I won't tell no one your name. Now I won't tell them your name. Well, I think about you all the time, and I don't need the same. Slow the way you are, so come back down, and I won't tell them your name. And I won't tell them your name.
Crowd's going wild.
Crowd's going wild.
Woo! That's beautiful.
Stop throwing stuff.
No, that's absolutely beautiful. And I was sitting here thinking, with the Manring family being so talented and all, do y'all play together sometimes?
Well, like Bird and I have had a chance, and Bird's son Tyler, we've had a chance to sit down, several times and pass the guitar back and forth. But I've tried to get Roger to come sing songs with me. I don't know how many times, and
he's a pistol.
I'll tell you,
that one is.
They had him come out like 2 years ago. The patio up in Wellston said, we'll build you a stage if you get your band back together and come up here and play. So I go up there and they come out and stay on stage and they start playing, and I'm like, they haven't played together for what, 20-some years? Sounded like they
and you're like, that's sickening.
Yeah, sounded like they never quit, And I'm just like, whatever. I mean, I struggle at going up there by myself. They got 5 members up there keeping time with each other, and just it's unreal. But Raj is so good at that old country music, and I love all the chances that I've got. I may never get another one, but I do. I love all the chances that I've got to watch their band play. So
that's cool. Very, very cool. Well, I'll tell you what, thank you for stopping by today.
You're welcome.
Please come back soon, and we'll chat again. We'll give an impromptu concert. How's that?
Call me up.
All right.
I appreciate it.
That sounds good.
All right.
All right. Well, Charlie Manring, hey, if anybody wants to get hold of you, how do they do that?
Easiest way to do it is look me up on Facebook. Send me a message on Facebook, and I can send you my cell phone number if I need to, but get a hold of me to come play at your house, your bar, your restaurant, whatever. I'm pretty open to whatever. So get a hold of me.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Pete Wilson's waiting in the wings there with some news. So we're going to play another message or two, and we're going to switch these guys out, and we'll be back with Pete and some news in just a minute.
All right.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
All right, and we are back with our good friend Pete Wilson and, well, some news and a chair that doesn't fall down.
Okay, no, it seems to be functioning well
Seems to
now.
be.
All right, but you always got to be ready for anything.
You do.
Okay. All right. Very important announcement. Don't have a lot of facts or know why, but the courthouse will be closed to the public on Friday. That will not affect any other county buildings in Vinton County or anything like that.
Okay.
So that's all I can tell you. Period. The courthouse will be closed on Friday in Vinton County. There's been people speculating, but that's all it is. So we're not going
to speculate. That's not news.
But the important thing is that it is closed for security reasons.
Interesting.
All right. Of course, speaking of Vinton County, the Junior Fair has 2 days in. We're in day 3 of the full fair at Vinton County. If you haven't been to the fairgrounds before, easy to find on the north end of MacArthur, just north of MacArthur on State Route 93. You can't miss it.
That's right.
So far, they've been graced, I think, by pretty good weather.
Yes.
The phone, we can't believe the phone, but the phone says should be pretty good till at least the end of the week. You're going to get a little warm, but they should be spared some of the rain and the storms that the Jackson County Fair had to weather last week. Some results to give you. Travis West is the Matty Allman of Vinton County. He just does a super job up there. Very good to work with as far as getting us results and cooperating with us. It's even more difficult to cover that fair being a little bit farther away than we are from the Jackson County Fair. But some of the big winners, we want to give these kids some credit here on Main Street TV. In the Swine Show, which was on Monday, Cole Hughes had the grand champion market hog. Riley Ashmore had the reserve champion market hog. And listen to what else she did. She was also the Ultimate Swine Showmanship winner. And then in the breeding gilt category, gilt is in the pig category, right? She was the grand champion and the reserve champion. Both of her 2 animals won the top 2 awards. So 4 awards. She's kind of in the Jade Roach category in Jackson County for goats. In the poultry show, they do chickens, market hens, fancy poultry, and market tom turkeys, a little bit different than in Jackson County. Jace Moore was the grand champion market chicken shower. Mia Johnson was the reserve champion. For market hens, and this is, I'm sure, all in the same family, Lakelet Mace was the grand champion. Lakota Mace was the reserve champion. In the fancy poultry division, Kanan Johnson won the grand champion honors. Rachel Woodgard was the reserve champion. In the market tom competition, yet another Mace, Lakina Mace, was the grand champion. And Lacotte Mace, who won the other award in chickens, was the reserve champion for tom turkeys. So I think the Mace family know their birds. At least 3 different names there. I don't know for sure that they're siblings, but a good chance.
I'd say they are.
All right. In the poultry showmanship competition, Mia Johnson was the ultimate poultry showmanship winner. And in the 4-H booth decorating competition, first place award went to Jolly Farm Hands Swan Hillbillies. That was, I think, 2 4-H groups going together in one booth. The Jolly Farm Hands and the Swan Hillbillies.
Gotcha.
All right, some pictures to show you. Red Thompson Jr. was up at the Vinton County Fair yesterday. There were some kind of atmosphere type shots. They have a petting zoo up there, and that is one of their animals, a big old tortoise. Also, this was in the petting zoo. This was Alexis Martin. older sister Alexis Martin and younger sister Peyton Martin petting a camel. Looks like they might be feeding it. Also, this was one of the new things you can do. There's always been that pond where you go into the Vinton County Junior Fair, but they built a dock to make it easier to fish them there.
Oh,
that
cool.
That is one of the big things, and that is Blaise Graham.
Well, he's having fun.
Taking his opportunity to fish there in the pond. Now, on the downside, the Vinton County Junior Fair just posted this announcement this morning. There were some people who used the pond yesterday. They were not seen doing this, but they apparently left some trash and dead fish around the pond.
Oh.
The fair board does not want to see this repeated.
No,
if they see you not being a neat
absolutely
person,
not.
you don't want to litter at the fair when they you always clean up after yourself. And,
Sure.
And the pond is a real focal point because everybody passes it kind of coming in from the parking lot. So the warning was put out there. If you're going to fish, clean up after yourself. Don't leave a bunch of dead fish and trash around.
That's Fish 101.
Around the pond, exactly. You should know better. Okay, Red Thompson Jr. was impressed by the Magic Nate show. That is Magic Nate with the hat on. He is doing a magic trick with Arizona Hutchison there. And Magic Nate did about 3 shows yesterday and was a big hit at the fair. Red Thompson Jr. even did a video of the Magic Nate show.
That's awesome.
He was real impressed.
Don't try this at home.
And there's Magic Nate doing a balloon. And there's a Magic Nate doing a balloon. I'm sorry, I had the wrong picture there. And also, is there another picture, or was that it? That's it. The other picture was Justin Bartow putting up a sign at the fair because they put up those buyer signs to thank people for buying their animals. And of course, the livestock sale, that leads me right into that. We want to remind everybody for the second straight year that will be held on Saturday morning and afternoon rather than Friday evening. So 11 a.m. is when that will start. We'll be talking more about that as the week unfolds. Today at the fair, it is Steliol Construction and Metal Fabrication Day. The Rabbit Show is already taking place there at the Wolf Show Arena. Magic Nate will be back at 3 o'clock.
Fun.
Rides will open on the Midway at 4 o'clock. The Beef Show will start at 5 o'clock. And then at 7 p.m., this is the entertainment, local entertainment. The Vinton County High School Marching Band will perform at the Terry Fout stage. Very wise thing, I think, by the fair. Live entertainment is always good. And when you have, 70, 80 members of the band, they all have parents, they all have friends or whatever, that gets those band members to the fair and gets those people interested in the band program there as well.
Plus, it's good for the band. It's good practice for them as they're, gearing up for the season.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And about this point, this is when all of our high school bands are starting to practice. So, the Vinton County High School Band out there already doing public performances. So good for them. All right, a couple of other things to tell you about. We remember back in May, the Fruth Pharmacy building, the business closed there on 2nd Street in Wellston, regrettably. They closed a number of their stores in the region. They are, of course, based out of Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Well, remember, in the Fruth building was a small Holzer clinic. It had been there since 2016 after the building expanded. So they were renting some space in there, but the building is for sale. I don't know what has happened with that.
Okay.
But Holzer at least temporarily held on to that spot and will continue and made their commitment to Wellston. They stated their commitment to stay in Wellston. Well, they announced rather quickly last week, without a lot of notice, that they were closing that location. There on 2nd Street. And so they are no longer there. That was, in fact, on Friday, July the 18th.
Whoa.
They announced that. This is the Fruth building, and Holzer has a office there in that building, or they did, all right? Now, that doesn't mean that Holzer isn't in Wellston. They have been and will continue to be at the Jenkins Clinic, which is down off State Route 327 and up on the hill where the nursing home is. They will continue to be there. Residents can find walk-in and primary care there. That's at 140 Jenkins Memorial Road. And you can check, the Holzer website for, all the details about the schedule and the availability there as well. All right. We've had an awful lot in Wednesday's paper. We had a 16-page paper, of course, we're trying to get all this fair information there. And, of course, all of our stories are online. And then there's a paywall, of course, that affects most of the stories. But they're also linked to Facebook because we want that exposure from all those Facebookers out there. Well, the story that has got the most attention is a story about a missing dog.
I know.
Believe it or not.
This is so sad.
This is Four. Okay, Four is an older golden retriever that went missing. In early July, and of course, you know how people are about their pets and golden retrievers. I've never had a golden retriever, but they are beloved animals. So friendly, so family friendly, people friendly dogs. And the dog unfortunately got out of the house on July the 2nd, and they have been looking for it ever since.
Yeah.
There was a social media comment that some people thought they saw a dog of that description being put in a van or a truck or something like that. Now, may or may not be accurate, or may not have been that dog, or it may have been somebody's dog anyway that looked like that dog. But put up that picture again, if you would. We want to show everybody what Four looks like. They're still looking for Four, and I tell you how much they think of Four, this family, and it is Lisa Sowards of Wellston and her family.
Yes.
They are offering a $1,000 reward. They're his return.
No questions asked. Just bring the dog back.
Right. They are emphasizing, if somebody, thought they would take advantage of the situation, get a free dog, or somehow peddle the dog for money.
Right.
All they want is their beloved dog back. And I'm guessing
there's a million other dogs out there that you can adopt or whatever. Bring their dog back.
Right, and this is what they said. This is what they said to us for our news story. Please bring our boy back. Please, if you see him, hold him and call me. If you took him, please be a good-hearted person and do the right thing and bring him back home. We promise to keep you anonymous. Due to how big this has gotten, we understand the person might be nervous about returning him at this point. The family has had Four since he was 12 weeks old. They have another dog named Brandon, and that was purchased at the same time as Four, and Brandon has had some emotional problems about Four since that time.
They're bonded.
Exactly. I mean, that happens. And so everybody's got a soft spot for that, so we hope that our publication helped as well.
Yes.
We've gotten a lot of reaction, off our Facebook story. So a lot of people have shared that, and we urge everybody, then to share the share and so forth.
Yes,
and so
absolutely. Let's get him home.
Exactly. Okay, some other things that we want to tell you about. This was announced earlier in the week to the Telegram, and of course we're sharing it on all our media platforms. There is a township, a big township on the east end of Vinton County called Harrison Township.
Okay.
It is on Route 50, as you're heading towards Ross County. But the fiscal officer for the township, Stephen Dwayne Boring, he announced that he is resigning. Now he had just started a new term.
Okay.
He got elected in 2023 through a term that started in 2024, and it will end not until April 1st, 2028. He announced that he is resigning effective July the 31st at the end of the month.
Okay.
He has two different businesses, and he feels like with the businesses and the demands of the township that go with that, feeling responsible for how much needs to be done for that, he just can't handle it.
Just too much.
So he's trying to give a notice that he is resigning. The second part of the announcement is that the township is looking for candidates, qualified candidates for fiscal officer. Obviously, an accounting background or a financial background, some computer skills would all be important there. But any interested candidate should send a resume to the Harrison Township trustees, Post Office Box 344, Londonderry, Ohio, or call the township office 740-887-5396. That's 740-887-5396. Once again, the 4-year term runs until April 1st, 2028.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if the person would have to run before then or not. If they get appointed, they have to check with the Elections Board and the Secretary of State on
all those laws are
on the laws there.
Changing
but
everything
that's
else.
the situation in Harrison Township. Also, the the Village of Oak Hill and Margaret Ann Pool, which of course they own and operate. They're on Washington Street in Oak Hill. They're going to have a free community pool party. Everybody is invited.
Fun.
You know, most pool parties, you know, are private pool parties. That's how pools help make ends meet. Those book pool parties. Well, this is a free community pool party. Anybody can come. The main sponsor, or the only sponsor, I'm not sure, is the Oak Hill United Methodist Church. So that's a nice outreach thing for them, a nice thing to do for the community. It will be Thursday evening. It's coming up quick, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Absolutely everybody is welcome to come. Adults, kids. I don't know about the dogs now. But there will be hot dogs, snacks, and water available for free as well. Free pool, free food.
Love it.
In Oak Hill, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Margaret Ann Pool. Also, another announcement, this comes from our good friend Tom Perry. Jaffe always does a food distribution most months of the year on the final Saturday of the month in the morning. Unfortunately, they cannot do that this month. They count, of course, on food banks and food suppliers to be able to provide this food.
Sure.
I know they have some money to purchase food as well, but the food supplier, or suppliers in this case, are not going to have food available for the Jackson area festivals and events who we know as Jaffe. So that would have been this Saturday. They always started at 9 o'clock. They wanted to get the word out that they won't be able to do that. There's always a line of vehicles for that because it's kind of like a drive-through food distribution, but they're not going to be able to do it this Saturday. I'm sure they hope to resume in August.
Gotcha.
And that, of course, where we're talking about, if you don't know, is right off McCarty Lane, across from the side entrance of Walmart, and that is open to Jackson County residents.
Very good.
All right, very good. So there you are.
Well,
we'll continue to stay with the fair and see what else is going on as well.
And get that dog home, folks.
Right. If you see all you have to do is check. It's on Facebook, of course, but it's also an article that was in our paper, and I think we've made that free. I never checked, but I believe it might be free on our Facebook as well.
Call here. We'll get you in the right direction.
Right. So we wanted to do whatever we could.
Call somebody.
All I had to do was look at that face.
Oh, I know.
And then think of those
little kids.
Of that family.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we do have to get out of here for the day, and we appreciate you stopping by. And thanks to our guests for stopping by, and we'll be right back here tomorrow with more fun stuff. So we'll see you then. Get out to the Vinton County Fair. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.